A very good day to Dr. Jaya and everyone watching this presentation. My name is MG.Divahshini Manimaran and it is my privilege to present my report on financial management practices and budgeting systems in enhancing SME performance. A comparative analysis based on O2, year of publication 2024 and Metsoso et al. 2021. This presentation will cover key insights, findings, and proposed recommendations to address challenges faced by SMEs. Let's begin with the introduction to set the context of this research. Small and medium-sized enterprises, or SMEs in short, are often referred to as the backbone of economies because they drive innovation, create employment opportunities, and contribute significantly to economic growth. Despite their vital role, SMEs face numerous financial challenges that threaten their sustainability and growth. In response, this research focuses on two core areas: financial management practices and budgeting systems. The aim is to explore how these strategies can improve profitability, resource allocation, and operational efficiency in SMEs. With that, let's look at the two studies forming the basis of this analysis. The first study by O2 explores financial management practices as a means to improve SME performance. Financial management practices include working capital management, which focuses on managing day-to-day finances and cash flow; capital budgeting, which involves assessing long-term investment decisions to optimize resources; asset management, which ensures effective utilization of assets to increase profitability. The key challenges faced by SMEs highlighted in this study are cash flow shortages, inefficient resource allocation, and reduced profitability. These challenges often stem from limited financial infrastructure and access to funding. The study underscores the significance of financial management practices as a solution to these problems as they improve profitability and resource optimization. Overall, financial sustainability as well. The second study by Metsoso et al. Shifts the focus to budgeting systems and budgetary controls. Budgeting systems are tools that enable SMEs to plan, allocate, and monitor resources efficiently. However, the study identifies several challenges. Number one, irregular budget reviews that result in outdated and ineffective budgeting. Insufficient or limited managerial expertise, which weakens decision making. Minimal employee involvement, leading to a lack of ownership and accountability. Despite these challenges, the study finds that structured budgeting systems play a critical role in enhancing cost efficiency, financial discipline, and operational stability as a whole. These findings demonstrate that effective budgeting is integral to SME success. Now let's move on to the problem statement followed by research objectives. Focusing on Article 1. Based on O2, SMEs in emerging economies face persistent challenges in implementing financial management practices which limit their growth and sustainability. The research objectives are: examine the impact of working capital management, analyze the role of capital budgeting, and evaluate the effect of asset management. Moving on, in Metsoso et al., the problem lies in the ineffective implementation of budgeting systems and controls, which weakens SME performance. The research objectives are: to investigate the role of budgeting systems, in enhancing SME financial performance, to analyze how budgetary controls contribute to cost management, to evaluate the impact of employee participation in budgeting processes on operational performance. These objectives emphasize improving cost efficiency and strengthening budgeting processes to drive SME success. To address the limitations identified in both studies, this research proposes the following objectives. Number 1, to evaluate the combined impact of financial management practices and budgeting systems on SME performance. Number 2, to examine financial planning as a mediator in linking financial strategies to outcomes such as profitability and efficiency. Number 3, to examine financial literacy as a moderator in strengthening relationships between financial management practices, budgeting systems, and SME performance. Lastly, to develop an integrated framework that enhances SME resilience, sustainability, and growth through financial planning and literacy. These objectives provide a holistic approach to addressing SME challenges by integrating mediation and moderation variables. Moving on, let's look into the scope of study that focuses on SMEs in 3 key contexts. Number 1, Article 1. The location was conducted in Ghana, Accra, Ghana, targeting 117 SMEs consisting of 45 small-sized and 72 medium-sized. As for the time frame, in 2020, the respondents are ranging from SME owners, financial managers, and decision makers. For Article 2, by Metsoso et al., it was focused in the location in Cape Town, South Africa, focusing on 170 manufacturing SMEs. The time frame, 2019 to 2022. As for the respondents, SME owners, managers, and operational staff. The proposed study expands this scope to Malaysia and Indonesia, 2 Southeast Asia economies where SMEs are pivotal. The study will cover the post-pandemic period from 2021 to 2023, analyzing 250 SMEs in both manufacturing and service sectors. By broadening the scope geographically and sectorally, this research provides a more comprehensive understanding of SME performance. Here's a critical review, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of the critical comparison of the 2 articles. Let's look into the article number 1. As for the gaps, limited attention to external economic factors and technological changes. Limitation-wise, the study is confined to SMEs in Ghana, reducing global applicability. The resource-based view theory, RBV, highlights internal resources like financial practices as drivers of performance. The financial management practices model has been utilized in this case study. As for Article 2, regarding the gap, minimal focus on external macroeconomic influences. Limitation-wise, the study focuses only on manufacturing SMEs in Cape Town. Agency theory explains how budgeting systems align managerial decisions with organizational goals. As for framework, the budgeting systems framework has been used. The methodologies for both articles are as follows. For O2, data collected from 117 SMEs in Ghana using surveys, tools used, SPSS 21.0 and AMOS 26.0. Techniques-wise, structural equation modeling, known as SEM, and confirmatory factor analysis, CFA, followed by descriptive statistics. As for Article 2 by Metsoso, data collected from 170 manufacturing SMEs using questionnaires, analysis tools such as descriptive statistics, correlation analysis, and regression analysis. For the proposed study, data will be collected from 250 SMEs in Malaysia and Indonesia. Techniques such as hierarchical regression, process macro for SPSS, and partial least squares structural equation modeling PLS-SEM will ensure robust and comprehensive data analysis. The data will be collected via survey. For conclusion and recommendation. To conclude, financial management practices and budgeting systems play a pivotal role in improving SME performance. Recommendations include: number 1, implementing structured financial planning to optimize resources. Number 2, enhancing managerial financial literacy through targeted training. Number 3, expanding research across diverse regions and industries using advanced methodologies. These strategies will promote SME resilience, financial sustainability, and competitive growth. Thank you very much for your time and attention, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this presentation has provided valuable insights. I welcome any feedback or questions. With that, thank you for listening.